And to make worse, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech. We continue the campaigns of Coppertop, Cannoneers, and the last time we managed to survive to the end of another great month. And now we're just going to try and see if we can't make a little bit of money and supplies and cool things. And hopefully have enough to leave this godforsaken planet. See, thanks, yeah, look a lot like this. Now, to be fair, the other thing was also they don't know how difficult the vehicle, well, they're coding the vehicle construction rules into the game will also be quite difficult. Oops, wrong one. Don't go with that. Don't go with that. Alright. Where is it? Where are actually we fighting over? Is it this mountain? Yeah, we're fighting over the backside of this mountain. Got it. I have been here before. Oh god, I have been here before. Right. So we're gonna want to be over here. If I can. If I can, this is where I want to be. I don't know if there's enough space, but we're gonna try it. We are a little bit tightly packed. This is true. Hello, Lobra. Hello, Mr. Epic fail at looking cool. I think I look wonderful. What are you talking about? Start wearing sunglasses all the time. Call me the angry BattleTech warrior. Really? Really? I put myself on the opposite end of the aisle. This is gonna be a trip.
Yes, Commander.
On the bright side, I'm gonna have the better positioning. Because I will have the high ground of the mountain. Chaparral hide. Light carrier hide. Ifrit, don't worry about hiding. Just accelerate. Oh, enemy contact. What are you, friend? You look like a hunchback TC. You're a hunchback TC. Actually, no, you're not. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize they could do that. Huh. I like it. It's like an inner sphere hunchback TC. It's twin light AC 10s. I gotta say, I like it. I'm a bit of a fan. Do I really want to kill it? I don't know. Like, that's a really cool hunchback. That's like a really cool hunchback.
I've got eyes on
We have identified the entire enemy force. Got a bombardier, boring. Hollander. That's a recruit I have found. A Hetzer LRM. A Dervish 7P, which is the rocket pirate one. Oh no, it's not. It's a different one. Never mind. An SM1 tank. I would need SM2 tanks, not ones. Jerks. Quick draw 5k. Okay, so honestly, the coolest thing out of everything I'm seeing here is this hunchback, which I'm about to blow up. Unless I get like super lucky and I just crit him out. But I kind of doubt that's going to happen here. This is going to be destruction. Or not. Not at all. Lovely. Beautiful. Because a twin ballistic hunchback sounds like amazing, and I want it. Like a twin ballistic inner sphere hunchback, I should say. Alright, I'm not going to be able to get a line of sight. So I'm going to phantom make my way on forward since I'm not going to be seen anyway. I may as well take advantage of that. Ran into an MMS-80 bombardier yesterday. Ouchie. Oh, good point. I should check that. We actually ran into that same MMS-80 bombardier. That's where we got our one MMS-40 from. So, that's just everything. No, he's not that. He's a bombardier 14k. So, no high explosives. Yeah, I'm just not going to shoot at you. That accuracy is way too low. I need better. You best do better. Put you into cover. Put you into cover, so hopefully you can avoid getting shot at. Arizona Ranger would actually be perfect if... Oh, he can see! Alright, if I turn on the supercharger, I should be able to actually get up. They have an unobstructed line of sight. Although I'm a little bit confused as to why he has so much... Target moved for a plus... Oh, he still has his evasion pips? He shouldn't. That's not cool. Turn off the sound cannon and just open up. Ugh. So he has his turn 1 protections because we identified before the end of the one round. That's what's going on here, by the way. For those of you who are wondering, like me, what the hell's going on, that's the problem. Whitworth, which is boring. Hollander with a Gauss rifle. They want the dervish to see me. Target the SM1. There are 10 Infernos, 10 Standards, and 5 Guideds. That's a pretty legitimate amount of ammunition. That was bad. I missed a lot. I just finished doing a heck of a lot of troubleshooting, repair, whatever. Ouch. Rando always comes up with like the most depressing thing. Like, he is a walking depression. I don't know how else to describe it. We were playing, we were streaming on Discord the other day, Empire at War, and he's just pointing out like all of the things that are going wrong, like all of the time. It's like, dude, stop it, you're killing me. More fire. I'm gonna burn him out, actually. Big Thomas. Big Thomas generally tends to be my great equalizer. Because he can do things like 91% accuracy with long Tom on indirect. More fire. More fire. Good try. I haven't even run through flame. Engage your ready for it. 17. Oh, never mind. That's okay. He should start doing Mark Weekends to his max. Save the time. I got it, but only saved one of the MMS 40. Yeah, we did too. We put it onto a Talos, and that thing just ripped and teared until finally it lost it. After like months of playing. So, the MMS 40 is amazing. I'm just giving people the information. I know, but that's like the first thing you put up. Where is he? There he is. He's got... I know he has an AC-20 on board. Oh, that accuracy. Oh, we're gonna go for murder here. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. That's a good hit. That's a crunch! I can't help but the voice depressing. You could say we got a brand new Chaparral version that has Inferno rounds. Or like we got back our really cool SRM Ifrit. There's ways to frame it that are not less. He lost it, like. To be accurate, the line landed on them and he blew up his ammo. Yeah. At least that's my prevailing theory at the moment. I didn't bother to actually really look into it because I was so angry at the time, but... Alright, so we already managed to take him out, which is very, very useful to me. The quick draw's already moved, so the quick draw's not vulnerable, but like he's a target. Hit him!
Roger that.
Yes, that little sliver will eventually manage to grow into an instability. Okay, punchback time. Woo! That looks so intimidating. I love it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I desire this hunchback. By the way, I watched the rest of Saturday's stream. I highly recommend using our B team folks for no more than 3.5 minutes. That sucked. That feels stretched. Oh, I got so lost into how pissed off I was. Like, I normally try and keep that low, but like it reached the crescendo of ultimate sadness. I don't know how he just did 82 damage with a Gauss rifle. And I want to... Oh, he's probably got a Gauss fire control system. Of course he does. I yelled at Moon. I feel bad for that. Because Moon was just like, hey, you can do it. I'm like, no. No, Moon. Absolutely not. He's like, I'm just trying to be positive. I felt really bad for that, actually. But like, dude, I lost it that Saturday. By the end of that, I was just so broken. Like, why? Why would you do this? Salt was certainly flowing that night, but it was a series of crazy... It was a ton of crazy moves. It opened horribly and it ended horribly, but in the middle we had like 1 or 2 good missions.
I can't take much more.
Okay, we gotta get the Ifrit out of here before the Ifrit dies. Wow. Ifrit, run. Run! Please. Hide.
Throttle at full.
I'm not gonna risk you.
Waiting for orders.
Not only I just got you back. Oh, we have a shot in the back of the bombardier. That seems like a totally legitimate thing to go after.
Let's move.
Oh, the accuracy is... it could be better. Could be worse, but it is the back. Okay, it's an MML7 bombardier.
Target locked.
Thud. not quite enough thud, but we may actually be able to bring enough artillery fire to bear that thud could be permanent. Hi there, friend. Friendo, buddy, my Deuterino. How you doing? How's it hanging? You have a really cool mech design and I want it. So, chill. Dallas. Dallas can get that long range shot because it's equipped with long range guns. Rotary AC5 plus the streak. He may actually be able to kill him like this because of his weapon loadout. The streaks did not lock. Why do we only have 25,000 CBLs I've been watching for almost 2 years? Have you been like active in my chat? That seems to be the main thing. It's like the only reason. No, I'm gonna say that. I was about to say that's the only reason why Greybeard says anything. But no, he's a cool dude.
Acknowledged.
Alright, we're gonna set up there. We're gonna vigilance because you're gonna get shot at. We're gonna see if you can't end him. Okay, so guided is a 44, which is so tempting to try. Because if we hit, like, it'd be amazing. But it's not gonna hit, so I'm not gonna.
Putting one in the back.
Indirect. Okay, good. More damage. More damage on the back.
I hear you.
And Big Tomas. Kill him. Wait, what? Yeah. 73% chance.
Targeting enemy backside.
Are you gonna miss? Are you gonna? Of course he's gonna miss. Of course he's gonna pick it this particular time to stop being accurate. Then low row be more accurate. Exactly. Ow. Should set up a stream boss. Give you guys something to actually do. I'm trying to work my way through this.
Target locked on enemy six.
I may be getting a little bit tunnel vision, but it is funny. But Carrier, are you in range? You are not in range. I want to rectify that.
On my way.
I like this song. Now what are we listening to? Pretzelbot says, Redux by approaching Nirvana. Got myself a fan. I'm gonna go Airburst. I don't know if that's gonna be a mistake or not. You guys will invite me over and please I'll be the dude on the couch. Fire. Oh, see? Airburst was the way. Alright, so we managed to kill 2 already. One of which was really nasty tank. Hey, it's an Orion. The Orion's probably the most deadly thing, well, biggest thing on the field. But to be honest, ooh, I could do like Twin Thumper.
Minimal damage now.
That'd be pretty fun.
Reporting.
I'm gonna inch you up a little bit closer because I don't really need you to do anything. Hollander needs to die. Oh, that. Why are you being so accurate these days? I am not complaining. I just am wondering. Of course, he proceeds to miss, but that's not the point. Twin Thumper's nice. Yeah, I just need to find him. I think I only have one. But yeah, Twin Thumper on the shoulders of that hunchback would look really sweet. Hollander's about to shoot. Ha! Twin Thumper is darn decent with Inferno and Fast Gun. It's extra spicy. Gonna step out, he's gonna attack, and everything he's got at Arizona Ranger. He probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, you got some temperature under control. Shadowhawk 2C. Okay, so we got a client Shadowhawk. Not being particularly effective. He's standing in the fire though, so I'm gonna probably back Arizona Ranger up a little bit so I can add in a little bit of a. Actually, if I can get my Ifrit in range to drop some bombs on him, that would help shove him over the edge. Orion. Got an L15 in the shoulder. If that's a 1M. Oh, it's a 1V. I think the 1V has more S ranks. I'd like to spend them. I'd love to help with good builds. Don't touch my chaparral. Seriously, RogueTech, can we get like a tank that is literally nothing more than a bot for AMS? It's kind of all I want. So I can just park it with all of my other people and not feel like I'm wasting a slot. Just an AMS carrier, sitting right here. Bowback. I mean, if Bowback wanted, Bowback could do some really nasty things to him. But we really do need to start getting some pain down in here.
Position confirmed.
Target, 32%, that's fine.
Affirmative.
You don't need to hit, but you do need to hit the ballpark. Ifrit can maneuver in such a way that the Ifrit will not be seen by anybody else, which I can totally work with. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reserve you and hope that I manage to come up with a better solution to that in short order. Don't have a side angle on the quick draw like I would really want. But that'll be fine, I think.
Moving fast.
It actually won't. We're not going to be able to kill him now because of this, but
Firing on.
it'll still take a pretty significant amount of damage.
Standing by.
Arizona Ranger is going to back up to give room to all of the artillery players. Still going to have tremendous accuracy. We're just going to let him up. That looked to be... Oh, that's a full cook.
Ready for orders.
Alright, tell us. It's time to do some brain surgery. We may not be able to do brain surgery, unfortunately. Let's help like that.
Roger.
Aim for his face, 6.3% chance accuracy. Don't fire that.
Attacking from position.
Okay, that was not quite what I wanted. But he's now unsteady, and when I hit him with artillery, he will... Ooh, shoot, you opened up the wrong spot. Artillerying him might become a little bit more difficult than I otherwise had planned. He'll have to be up to the Ifrit to drop bombs on him and hopefully get to the other side of him. I don't think we can get to the other side, but we'll at least shower him with love. Twin Thumpers, an Arrow 4-1. There's no equivalent to artillery in the energy tab so far as I'm aware. Not that there should be, I'm just somewhat amused. Because there's missile artillery and ballistic artillery, but no energy artillery. The introduction of energy artillery would be very weird, because I don't know how you'd balance that. I don't even know how physics would work on that. Because you'd be in a situation where you'd have to come up with a way of either like bouncing the laser off of some sort of mirror or prism, and I don't think that would work. I think you'd melt it first. I wonder how you would try and pull that off. Also, Hunchback 4X1, do you have an XL engine? Does any of my people have minimal damage weapons? Plasma lava? I don't know if BattleTech would allow plasma to remain coherent long enough for that. Because like that would be like the stereotypical thing you'd think. You click on the present box for the bonus eagles. It's not possible. Super awesome of you, but I'm sure that it was like after the rebuild after 2 streams. I have a concern. The game is locked. I always wondered if mirrors would make good defense against lasers. So one of the reasons why in real life mirrors would not be a sufficient thing to defend against lasers is thermal transfer. So the mirror would explode; it would shatter because of the heat that gets focused into it. But yeah, I think the game's locked up. There are a couple of things that we can try that will hopefully unlock it, but at the moment it has decided that it is not going to run. Okay, that's the only thing we can really try to try. Come on, game. Seriously? Because of course. Definitely. Alright, we're gonna give it a little bit more time, but it looks like the game has died, so yeah. Today has been an excellent day. All kinds of funness and wonder. On the bright side, I mean, it would have been nice to take this Hunchback, because I think we could have taken him. Like, I'm pretty sure I could have come up with a plan to take this Hunchback. The Orion probably actually would have been even easier to grab, Because at least he has the armor and toughness to take it. Shadowhawk 2C I don't care about. Whitworth is too small. It's like 40 tons or something like that. Dervish wouldn't be bad. Because I do need more like long-range, mid-weight artillery missile stuff. Hopefully we obtain here in the base military is an excellent day. Oh, thank you. One time we have a good mission to get locks up. Yeah, it's like, I really wanted this Hunchback. Like, look at it. Isn't this cool? It's an Inner Sphere Hunchback 2C. Like, that's great. I want it. I don't know if the prefabs already existed, but if not, the person who did it, very cool. I like it. I like the fact that we have double hunch. And like, I need an Inner Sphere Hunchback 2C. Especially because it's using the rotary barrels, which I think if you have the option between using a rotary barrel and using just a mono barrel for any of the mods, this is just for anybody who's like going over to the CAB. Always favor the rotary battle. I don't even care if it's a rotary shotgun. That would be cool as shit. Hopefully with that. Me too. Closer. Well, unfortunately, yeah, I'm gonna call it. I think it's dead. I think she no longer survives. Try this. It'll probably crash here. It should crash here, but that sucks. Because one, it was good positioning for once. We had actually placed ourselves in a fairly nice spot, and the offering was very nice. Because we do need more mid-weight artillery. Because cheap mid-weight Inner Sphere artillery is just, we need it so bad. We take a Hunchback, we take that Hunchback, we put in two, I believe they're 12 or 14 tons, 15 tons? They're 15 tons. Two Thumper artillery pieces, that's 30 tons. We put in a Clan XL engine. And it's basically no different than if we were rocking a Hunchback 2C. You can blame the game for me bringing up depressing stuff all the time. Last month, it had some great things in it that were being praised once again. Those headshots. You can get a headshot with artillery. Oh, we might have. Although, maybe not. Maybe Big Thomas did. Big Thomas has a habit of doing, like, insane stuff like that. His accuracy most of the time is just absolutely gorgeous, and then every so often he suddenly decides to go from, like, consistently shooting like 70-something% accuracy on targets he cannot see at maximum range to suddenly he will have like a 23% accuracy on things that are fairly close that is still outside of his range in order to get all the bonuses for accuracy. And I'm just joshing you a little bit. You tend to look at the negative a lot. Be positive, be happy. Smile! Smile for the cameras! Yeah. The past few streams have been difficult. Have been very difficult. And if you're taking a forward observers contract? Yeah, what's this one? Now, I'm anticipating it'll crash now, because that's what it normally does. But for the sake of completeness, I figure we may as well try. It always amuses me that Big Thomas is actually 75 tons because he's using a Highlander model. It certainly has been. It has. We have gotten the absolute stuffing kicked out of us on multiple occasions. And unfortunately, the culprit... Well, there's two culprits. Three culprits. One of which was overconfidence. One of which was poor positioning, which kind of was related to the overconfidence. But the third one is a design flaw. And unfortunately, we are still too reliant on mechs that can get close in order to do their damage. We need to continue to push more and more heavily on the idea of mechs that are going to operate at long range and just beat the everyone crap out of something. We don't have enough of those, and the ones that we have aren't refined enough to operate in that realm. Our Corsair right now is woefully inadequate for what it is we've been asking it to do. There are significant increases in firepower that we can do to it. If I'm willing to shell out the 3 million Seabills for that XL engine that it's gonna need. So Although, to be fair, I don't know what I do to it. Let it up, you okay? Like, what do you do with it at the point? Wants to put me on the mountain for my free deploy. I'm gonna say yes to that. Right? Yeah, you're gonna put me on the mountain. I'm gonna take that mountain. Put us out a little bit. Make us a little less likely to get killed. Design philosophy turned out to be backwards. It'll be a while before we get everything straightened out. The design philosophy evolved out of what we had and some interesting experiences that we were able to pull off. Wow. Already this reality is so disappointing. The Shadowhawk. Alright, we also have an unknown tank over there. Could be a hunter. Spider. And Owens. Wow, this reality is so sad. Can I go back to the other reality, please? Please? Oh, and Slanesh. Come on, fighting for me? Yep. So what we needed to do was focus more on getting specific parts. We didn't focus enough on that. We just sort of lollygagged our way around things. But we'll resolve it. We'll fix it in the end. So we're fighting for Slanesh, and we have a Shadowhawk where the Hunchback used to be. Owenses are out there. Spiders out there. It's like, really? This is a garbage reality. Well, the game can crash again before lucky we can dodge back. Flying Owens! Woo! Immediately attacking my chaparral. Reinforcements have arrived! Woo! So we're dealing with 3 lances. So far, 2 of these lances are insanely disappointing. Any news on the new Lamb? Any of the equipment for it? We haven't found any. So it is something we need to invest in, which we haven't had the money for. But a Lamb XL engine is going to be hard to come by. Really, all of the Lamb weight saving gear is insanely rare and hard to get. Because one, you have to run into a Lamb, and that is not common. Why RogueTech take much long to install? RogueTech is big game, big file, many asset. There's a lot of issues. Hey. Remember, we gotta make sure you understand. Additional is a bit of a difficult word to understand. Just say many. A great deal. Continuing to try and harass my chaparral, the jerks. I just got this thing. It's barely been painted. Bright red, of course, because now it has infernos. Which may turn out to be a long-term poor decision. But at the moment, I'm not going to complain. Especially with the terrain-following missiles missing. Yeah, I've reconfigured like 3 times because I keep getting failure to launch. Why are they doing this? RogueTech has nearly as much as these in the game. I think RogueTech has more. Like the number of mech models alone is got to be over 100. Alright, we'll start moving after this. Could be sloppy English. Been seeing that lately.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, but they talk to me. Oh, who are you? Oh yeah, you're the Shadowhawk. You're Mr. Infinite Disappointment over here. Hi. I don't like the fact that you exist right now.
As you wish.
I'm gonna kill you because it'll make me feel a lot better. Oh.
Ready for order.
Talk about accuracy on that one. You hide. Hide now.
I copy.
Before you are killed. Direct fire? No direct fire.
Roger that.
Danger close. Oh, danger on. Are we down with BattleTech because of RogueTech not going to play without it? Yeah, I wonder why.
Commander.
The wiki might have some information about it, although heaven help you if you ask for technical support on the Reddit. I do not advise such things. You will die. It will not be pretty. There we go. No more Shadowhawk. That was way easier.
Enemy down.
Can I hug the Shadowhawk with a nuke? I don't have nukes on, but if we did, yes. Well, maybe not. He was rather close to us. That could have turned out to be very painful. Carrier, you're just gonna start countermeasuring something. Sure, shell him. Switch over. I remember when Heavy Metal, the trailer was shown, I was so excited because I thought they were gonna have ammo switching. And then when they did what everybody else does, just make LBX autocannon shotguns, I was so irritated. I can't say mad because it was like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. But I had dreams. Okay, we're in the exact same spot that we were before. We've managed to destroy 2 enemy units. To be fair, neither of those units are particularly dangerous to us at all, but that's not the point. Can't see. There you go. Go for the zap.
Ready for orders.
Putting the RogueTech launcher in the full RogueTech launch. No, LBX autocannons, the whole point about the LBX autocannons is it gave you options. You could switch between a shotgun, the cluster shell, or a slug shell. So it was basically, because the first LBX autocannon that comes to BattleTech, or rather comes back in the timeline that most people think of, is the LB-10. And the LB-10 is 1 ton lighter than the AC-20. By the way, no other LB autocannon does that. It is only the LB-10, which is a ton lighter than the AC-10. For every single other autocannon, they are the same weight, which is something RogueTech does not follow. But yeah, you can switch over between the two, and like Inquisition says, one opens up the armor, and the other one just puts a shotgun shell right through it, which causes crits out the wazoo. Because you gotta remember that it is 1 pellet per level of damage. So an LB2 will fire 2 pellets, an LB5 will fire 5 pellets, an LB10 will fire 10 pellets, and an LB20 will fire 20 pellets, which you can imagine is very, very fun. If you want to knock out a vehicle, nothing is better than an LB autocannon, because just the number of additional crits. But the way that every single MechWarrior game I have ever seen does it is they say, oh no, what it is just the LB autocannons are shotguns and AC autocannons are just normal. Which is lazy and unimaginative and annoying, and they do it to simplify the game, and I wish that they would have a little bit more faith in their audience and give them a more nuanced product. But that is a complaint for another time. Yeah, we're just gonna fire up the precisions, and we'll even throw in the Warlord and hurt that Joust in whatever way we can, because I don't even know how good this thing. 872 total armor. That's actually probably pretty good.
What can I do for you?
Big Tomas, you're gonna step back is what you're gonna do, because you don't want it to see people. That's the rule. Gonna lob an Inferno directly into him. 40%. Nice. So when Heavy Metal came out and they had that screen showing off that they were going to use LB autocannons, I was like, oh my god, they're going to bring ammo switching into BattleTech because this would be the perfect time to do it. And since they also have Inferno, clearly they're just going to have Inferno missiles. And then they made Inferno SRMs their own thing entirely as the Inferno launcher. And LB autocannons were just shotguns. They did more damage, but they were shotguns. You can have a slug or a cluster then. You can in this. So RogueTech does it differently. RogueTech has ammunition switching, so you can swap between the 2 weapon types, but vanilla doesn't. So then, what is your most disappointing weapon? It's got to be it's got to be the LB autocannons. Just because I want them to implement it well. Now, once again, to be clear, RogueTech has ammo switching, so you can do whatever. Hello, Bing. So if you want, you can have your clusters or your slugs. So RogueTech at least does it right. I just want other games to also do it right. Which
I copy.
I think MercTech had it. Yeah, MercTech had ammunition switching as well. Vanilla's lame. Vanilla is lame. Like, solid foundation, but missing so much nuance that it's a little bit painful. If it weren't for mods, we would not be still playing vanilla. Like, that is a fact. I would not bother playing this game if we didn't have mods. And I'm a big fan of BattleTech. And it's kind of ironic saying that because BattleTech has become one of the biggest things on this channel. But like, if it weren't for mods, I just would not be able to find the interest in playing, because it would be so boring. Ostrak back there, really? Come all this way, and an Ostrak is my reward. Ostraks are idle. We are playing vanilla. Yep, we are playing RogueTech. Half the vanilla devs didn't even know what else. They did. I refuse to believe they didn't know. Like, I cannot for the life of me believe that because of how much interest and involvement they have had with the BattleTech community prior to this. So they knew. They just, I don't know why they didn't say that, but they knew. Could be fun to have the pellets deal 1/4 or 1/5 of the main autocannon per pellet to make them interesting to use. In tabletop, that's how it works. In tabletop, each pellet does 1 damage, and the number of pellets you get determines the number of the cannon. In RogueTech, or no, in vanilla, I don't know how many pellets you get per shot, but it eventually all adds up to a number that is higher damage than as if you were just using the standard autocannon version of that. But in RogueTech, I mean, the pellets do basically, they add up percentage-wise to the full cannon. Billy the Dev saw the various mods and decided by patch 1.8, okay, this is not getting humiliated by modders, we'll stop here. We were being humiliated by modders, because you gotta remember that a lot of this is only possible because of how open the game is. So, as much as I rag on vanilla being an incredible, well, not, as vanilla being far too shallow of an experience, you gotta remember that the whole framework of why this exists is because of the original dev team. So I do make fun of them a little bit, but I also recognize the roots of this. And there would be nothing without them. Can I get that? Of course not. Can I get that? Yes. Okay, good. Hi, Mr. Owens. It's gonna be enough now. Vanilla's bland. Vanilla is bland, although I really like vanilla. AC2 still deal 1 put. I played vanilla once and then immediately did taking the TA. I mean, I enjoyed the heck out of it when it first released. I played through the campaign once and I was done. Like, if it hadn't been for RogueTech existing at that point, like, I don't know if I would have played a second campaign. Because at that time, there wasn't a career mode. It was still just, you had the mainline campaign and nothing else. So, maybe that was what they were going for, get solid for people to build up on. I think it was. They mentioned that they wanted to make the game mod friendly from the very beginning. That was something that they worried about. So, oops. I thought I had lyrics turned off. Gonna have to work on things. Yeah, so it is just a head. Weapon Scare probably should be an easier pop, I think. 8 Inferno. Oh, the fact that we now have 5 Inferno just makes us so much more versatile. Because it can now go after vehicles! Whereas before it was just worthless doing that. The song is perfect for the end of the day. LBX ammo in RogueTech is X pellets with 50% more total damage, where X is the weapon size. Oh really? I didn't realize that RogueTech gave a 15% damage buff. If I were with them, I wouldn't. They also give a whole bunch of LBX autocannons weight savings that they're not supposed to have. So, which I have mentioned and not really, well, yeah, kind of complained about. I know why they've done it, because they're trying to make ballistics somehow useful, and ballistics, for those of you who don't know, are not useful at all. They are the least efficient, least useful weapon system in game. We have the Hunter. Much love. Like the entire railroad car. I wonder if I understand what they simplified it, but we could have built the game to have the option to compatibility with it. Yeah, they could have. But I think they were trying to reach as big of an audience as they could, and trying to get people to swallow BattleTech in a non-mech warrior format is hard. So that's one of the reasons I don't like complain too much about it, but I do complain about it because being someone who would have taken advantage of that would have been nice. LBX is also 20% less before the ammo separation range, so it's a canister shot. Interesting. Okay, that's fair. Well, we got that, and they didn't have to worry at all. They added a separate stability mechanic and 2 new pilot skill lines. Simplicity was the only. The stability mechanic was to keep people from raging. Trying to get people to understand the whole stability system in tabletop is a bit of a challenge. Wait, I can skid just on roads? Yep. Oh, good. That was very good, actually. All right, one lance dead. Oh, I'm cutting through these guys. I don't know what the third lance is. So far, the only thing quote unquote dangerous that I see in it is an Ostrom. He says as a Panther immediately shits at his effort.
Yes, boss.
Also, there was only there's only 2 ability trees in vanilla that matter. To be fair, in RogueTech there are also only 2 ability trees that matter. It's just they're different. They're slightly different because in vanilla the two skill trees that actually matter are gunnery and guts, because guts gives you the what's it called? Gives you the entrench bonus, which makes you fully capable of surviving anything that the enemy throws at you, and gunnery just to hit things. In RogueTech, the 2 skill trees that are the only ones that matter for 90% of your pilots is gunnery and tactics. Aside from that, I mean, piloting is okay, but not all that useful, unless you're making like a melee character. Ooh, that might actually work out pretty good. I'm gonna throw in some vigilance just to keep you alive, because you're expensive. Whether or not you die. Although now the guts tree is mostly worthless. Like, guts is so horrible now. Because it doesn't give you anything. Oh, you have injury resistance. Bonuses to taking damage when you fall or get shot in the head. Like, oh, it's so bad. Good night, Talik. Hopefully, hopefully MechWarrior 5 will be playing that tomorrow. As long as the DLC drops at an early enough time. Guts reduces 50. Oh, so it's Guts that does that? Even then, that's not all that big. Because the difference is what, like 4 days? So, yeah, Guts is almost a worthless tree at the moment. The moment they removed the heat bonus from it, it was the moment they basically killed the tree. Yeah, morale is a way bigger thing though, because morale also affects your starting resolve and resolve gain. So. Oh, you did kill it. Good job. What are you? Thorn? Yeah, you're like a 35-ton mech with a 5 on the shoulder. Piloting has its uses because of the instability in initiative. That'll reduce that. The tactics for sensor rolls is just like the most important thing. The only reason why gunnery is still on there is because you still need to actually hit the target at the end of the day. Hit the fire starter. Standard shells. Like a bird. I remember trying to teach teenagers how to. Yeah.
Waiting for order.
Yeah, they need to go back to the drawing boards for Guts again, and they need to come up with something better, because at the moment, it's not working for me. The moment they took them heat changes away was the moment they basically killed the tree. Temp cannon on! Do I really need to do this? No. But, it's funny. Considering that MechWarrior 5 is being released now, I'm guessing the DLC will come out at 7 EST. I hope not. I hope it comes out earlier.
What's up, boss?
Like noon. Or like midnight to tonight. That would work for me. What do you see? You see everybody. That is beautiful. Shoot the fire starter. Because a fire starter has pulse lasers. Oh, that was solid. Do I have anybody to follow that up? I do! Could get up to 7, but no. I need to be able to turn in time to hit this fire starter. Guten Tag. Over you go. And some equipment have failure chances depending on piloting. Guts is definitely the most niche. On tabletop, they couldn't understand the movement on map. The movement on map is tedious. It's so you need 1 movement point to turn every hex, and 1 movement point to move forward, 2 movement points to go up, 2 movement points to enter into a heavy forest, or just any forest. And you lose all your movement if you walk into or out of depth 1 water, or depth 2 water? Something like that. So, the waypoint system is so nice now. We can finally take. Yes! God, that was such a godsend. Because mines are still terrible. Like, mines are horrific. We still run into units that are stacking like 180 damage per step. Or per walk through of a minefield, not per step. Ooh, fire starter's dead! 6 targets to go. So far the only thing worth taking, which is unfortunate but true, is definitely the Ostrak. And I don't like Ostraks. Like, I don't want an Ostrak. Please. Don't make me.
Gate start.
Just, like, surprise me with, like, a dragon over here or something. For the love of God. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, unfortunately, no. There will be no surprise cool mech in the background. So this reality sucks. Not from, like, an actual, like, combat perspective, because we're winning pretty well, but from, like, rewards, this reality sucks. Alright, yeah, target the weapons carrier. Burnos and high explosives. That was bad. That was much better.
One for the scrap.
Big point system movement. When did it? That came a few months ago. This month. I want to get some PPCs or other solutions for removing mines. I really don't use jump jets much. Yeah, jump jets just don't get you all that far. Like, you can run as far as jump jets in most cases, and superchargers and mask is just so much better in my book. So it's unfortunate but true. Fire a standard arrow. Because you can. Perfect. We'll land it right between the two targets. Maybe using jump jets means less weapons, and they don't get you all that far either, and a lot of minefields are huge. Like, even mine dispensers put a gigantic plate of mines on the map, and like, jump jets enough to get out of that, you need to be fairly nimble or have really good jump jets. Light carrier can hit this Sunspire. Drop on his head, because why not? This is the weirdest Sunspider ever. Just random medium pulse laser. Jump jets like Mech 5 jump jets. Vanilla Mech 5 jump jets are terrible. We're doing fairly good. We're doing great. So the new start to the campaign is Mech 5 is awesome. Guys, don't tell me. I need to experience it. It should still be the old campaign instruction. I think the career mode is coming just generally with the update. I don't think that's locked behind the DLC. The game will come with the update just in PPC. Single hex radius PPC is basically meh. Even in radius 2. A single PPC will just knock out almost an entire minefield on its own. Like a single one. We've done that a lot actually. That's our normal mine clearing technique, is to take just any normal PVC and it just clears the whole board. So you shouldn't need much more than that. Hello, RogueTech. Jump jets aren't meant for distance, but being more maneuverable, I always thought. 6 1/2 dozen of it. Depending on which books you read will depend on just what you expect jump jets to do. Wow, that was garbage. Remember how your arm got blown off by a VTOL? Well, it's better now. That's all I was saying on that. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm not even going to ask for more details on what's going on with that. That'll be fine. Guten Tag. Bomb Inferno. Bomb Mines, because why not? You are going to suffer. And the heat! Maximum heat, maximum instability. Did I actually knock off anything? Good, I didn't. Beautiful. I think I crit like everything out.
Yeah, Commander.
Nice. Alright, Evajag, go murder this thorn over here. Been a thorn on my side for far too long. That was bad and I understand that, but I'm still gonna do it. Wow, you're still alive. That's impressive. In the original story start, when running to the ship, your dad dies, you get your arm blown off by a vehicle. Oh, right. Okay. Much better explained this time. But a single VTOL gave me so much fun. The entire invasion is stupid when you consider how much forces are actually shown to be dropping on you versus how much is actually in the base to defend. Like, we see at least 2, if not 3 lances of heavy mechs, and yet the only thing they drop is 1 leopard. I don't understand how that base got overrun by 1 leopard. You're already shut down, so I really don't need to bother with you. So what I should be doing is sprinting off to go after your friends. But I don't want to walk through fire. Do that. And we'll just insult him. And yes, I'm inviting damage, but hey, that's the price of doing business. One miss. Gonna be a knockdown. Come on, pilot, bail out. You're max barbecued here.
Receiving you.
Do we not have an obstructed shot? There we
Got it.
go. Let's see. See you around, Mr. 245. Stupid, a single wolf give me something. So much better explained, much better this time. It's worth at least playing for the new update. The one leopard didn't even reach the base. Well, I suppose I'll have to at least take a look at it. I don't know if I'll take a look at it on screen, but since I've recently had to traumatize myself trying to just fight through the initial campaign start before the update, and that was annoying. Alright, spiders bailed, but nobody wants a spider now, do they? I shot at you. The guided, on direct. Let's move a little bit closer. That's an unobstructed shot.
Confirmed.
I mean, I could shoot at you, but no. 70%? Let's see if it works.
Engaging.
I shouldn't have asked.
What can I do for you?
Should not have asked for accuracy. What was I thinking?
No sweat.
Killed him with Inferno.
Bang! You're
Oh,
dead.
lovely. 3 more to go. 1 Panther who's been untouched, 1 Strider who's mostly been untouched, and 1 Ostrak currently laying on the ground, because if he tries to move, he'll probably explode. I'm just going to lay a little bit of shape charge on this one. I'm going to aim for the head again. Inferno? Yeah, Inferno works.
He's going down.
More heat. Heat for the heat gods.
Reporting.
Come on, Pile Bale, you're on fire. You're on so much fire.
Under heavy fire.
Yes! Strider shut down as well. Caparel.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, that went to nowhere. I'm surprised the Panther didn't try and shoot me in the back. I was expecting it this entire time.
Locking in. All weapon systems. Black. AC2M.
Did you... Wait, what?
Awaiting orders.
Did you fail to stand up? Did you break anything? Okay, no, you didn't. Good. Good. It's very important that you don't get up properly and you don't actually accomplish anything. Jet booster to off. Make sure we don't kill ourselves. Missions to be processed. Minimum distance. Spin! Alright, assuming that we do a lot of damage. I just don't want to deal some damage to him. And to kill all of his friends this turn. And that should be sufficient to get him to bail. Hi there, friend! Wow, you are alive, which is much more impressive than I thought you would do.
Ready for orders.
Dallas, end him. That hurt. Alright, kill the Strider, and then we just focus all kinds of heat
Ready for orders.
onto the final target, and we'll be good. We need to set back to indirect. Targeting mode. Ostrak, no. Yes, Strider, aim for his head. Guided indirect, sure enough. That apparently is why not.
Failed to connect.
Yes, Commander.
Arizona Ranger, you can sit still and just target up that center torso.
Locked on target.
He's out! Perfect.
You have orders?
It's not a very good mech, but hey, it's a mech.
Locking on target.
Quick charge, plus Inferno, equals maximum toasty.
Solid.
And he bails as well. Okay, lovely. So let's see what we just earned, because I need stuff. So. No. Game, really? Really? The game crashed. For those of you who couldn't tell by my theatrics. Wow. I am... That tonight has been cursed. I guess that's all we got. Oh, I guess that's all we have. Anyway, we're gonna put an end to the YouTube here. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Turek. If you like what you've been seeing, well, you know to hit that like button and to subscribe. If you want to see notifications every single time that I release one of these videos, you need to press that little bell icon. Leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.